Hi folks, welcome back to another Yonder Mountain Adventure. We're up in the heart of Northumberland meeting Dangerous Dan, the man who can.
You know it makes sense.
Boosh. It's absolutely blowing a gale, but I'm testing out a new bit of kit, which you may or may not have noticed. I'm speaking to you at quite some distance away from the camera. Anyway, the plan is we've come up here for some views, maybe it's a sunset, but there's a sea fret which has come across here. So actually the views are somewhat limited, but looking over the crags here, it's actually still very, very beautiful. We're not too far away from the Northumberland coastline here, which on a good day is visible. But we're going to pitch our tents. We're not a million miles away from the car, but it's quite a canny hike up the crag here. And looks like Dangerous Dan's getting stuck into a Thatcher's already, mate.
Absolutely, a Thatcher's gold.
Thatcher's gold. There you go, great stuff. Well, I think before this hoolie blows any further, mate, let's get these tents pitched.
I agree, mate.
Good. I'm going over here somewhere. I don't know where you're going. I'll have to find me pitch somewhere over here. Right guys, we've got Dan's in the Bobcat 1, so we've managed to get that pitched. It's blown. It's really difficult. It's took two to put that up. The Bobcat's a great tent, but it's like a sail. You'll see what I mean. I'll show you a little bit when I get back over it. I've got the NATUREHIKE CLOUDPEAK 2. I'm going to try and put it somewhere around here. Probably it's difficult really. Maybe it's in this circle here. It looks a little bit flatter. As you can see, we've got the rocks here, so I'll just have to try and fit somewhere around here anyway. But the wind has started to creep up a little bit. I've got a little bit of 4G. I've just looked at the weather forecast, and I think it's in for gusts of up to 36 mile per hour. And it's coming and going, but we're at an elevation here as well. But even though it's clagged in a little bit, it's still absolutely beautiful. Heart of Northumberland. Beautiful. Right, Dan, that took some doing, didn't it?
Certainly did.
How long did that take?
2 hours-ish.
It didn't take 2. It couldn't have took 2 hours.
It's dark now.
Yeah, true. That probably took 2 hours. The thing is, it was blowing an absolute gale. It's actually died off a little bit now. So we've took the opportunity. I'm pitched about 40 yards that way, and obviously Dan's in the Bobcat 1 here.
I'm 6 yards this way.
Aye, exactly. And we've just took the opportunity. I'm on the Northern Monk.
I'm on the liquid Thatcher's Gold.
Sounds good. Cheers, mate.
Salut.
Oh, God, tremendous that, like. What do you think of the Bobcat?
It's like a giant Cornish pasty.
It is like...
There's nothing in the middle.
Aye. What's the size of the boulder which you're going to be sleeping on tonight? We're in a really precarious position here, mind.
Enough to bend me spine the wrong way.
I've got quite a sizable boulder in mine as well. The thing is, as well, you might see from the drone footage, there's not a lot of space, and what space there is here, it's very, very rocky. So much so, it's very difficult to get the pegs in. We've had to put them really, the kind of, you know, there's like a good maybe 3 or 4 inches of peat or soil above the rock. Basically, this whole plateau here is basically just rock, isn't it?
The whole hill's a boulder, and there's a big pile of rocks.
There is a big pile of rocks there.
I think that's left over from when this hill was built.
Aye. But the wind's died down a little bit. There was a few little bits of colour. When incidentally the nature hike, what I did, because it's got the it's like the Hillyberg Alack. It's got the cap on the top. So what I've done is a couple of things. Firstly, the guy out points I've wrapped around the poles before guying them out, and also for the cap itself, if anybody's got a Nature Hike Cloudpeak 2, get the cap in place and swing it around the pole a couple of times before clapping it on, because that'll stop it from flapping a little bit anyway. It does help, it does help. But the Bobcat here, considering it's a sale, I paid 35 quid for that, Dangerous Dan.
So I've seen.
It's absolutely bomb-proof. I've seen some videos as well. I think it was, I can't remember the YouTuber, but some guys were out in some pretty bad conditions up on next to Sharp Edge, up on Blencathra.
Right.
And one of the lads had a hilly, one had a scarp tent, and the other lad had the Bobcat. Right. And I think the only one which came away undamaged was the Bobcat. It's a great bit of kit, great bit of kit. Right, enough blethering, mate. Let's get some food on the go. What do you got?
I've got some noodles.
Noodles. And I think I've got a Wayfarer's Korean beef, which is my favourite. Right, how about then?
That sounds brilliant.
Let's get it on. What? Cheers, mate. Cheers,
mate.
Look at it. Back on the how many then? Yeah, 5. 4. The temperature has dropped. It's quite cold. There's not enough room in the Bobcat 1, hence the name. But the nature hike, this is palatial. We've got plenty of room in here. So we've just been chilling out in here, really, haven't we? We've passed a couple of hours or so. It's pitch black outside.
That's really good. We've been watching a few videos, listening to a bit of music.
Really good. We're gonna get some food on the go. I've got the Korean beef Wayfarers boiled in the bag. That's really good. And then I've got Wayfarers chocolate brownie. What you got, Don?
I've got fire pot, spicy pork noodles.
Yeah, they'll be nice.
And for dessert,
you got a choice of desserts.
I've got a Wayfarer's chocolate pudding.
Have you got a chocolate pud?
To rival your salted caramel.
Well, that's my favourite. So maybe we could trade.
It'll cost you.
Oh God, you're joking, aren't you? Anyway, the Pierre de Resistance is a Turkish delight, so that'll do me. And we're gonna go old school.
All out.
Horlicks. It's a bit of like a granny thing to have. I'm sure your grandma.
Its favourite nighttime drink.
Horlicks.
And a hot water.
I know, aye, absolutely. So that's the crack. We'll not bore you. Don't want to see 2 fat blokes in a tent. Well, 1 fat bloke and 1 young fella.
Slightly slimmer.
Slightly slimmer bloke.
But more to the point, I've got a packet of Monster Munch here.
Yeah, which is
the piece de resistance.
Okay, so that's your like after dessert.
That's the holy grail.
Right, I've got you, mate. Tonight. I've got you. That's about it for tonight, folks. We're gonna get some bait on the go. We're gonna retire, and that's really it. Hopefully, we've got a nice sunrise. I think the weather forecast's all right for tomorrow morning. It'll probably be pissing down now that I've said that. But hey, the lights are beautiful. Just looking down over Rothbury down here. That probably gives our location away a little bit. But absolutely class. So we're going to sign off for now, folks. Good night. God bless. We'll catch up with you in the morning.
Stay tuned for more.
Well, morning, folks. What a fantastic night's sleep. Although it was a little bit rocky under the mat, I've slept all night. I did wake up twice with the rain and a little bit of wind, but otherwise fantastic night's sleep. And what a beautiful start in the morning. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's about 7:30, 7:45 now. Absolutely lovely. Looks like the clag's lifted a little bit. Dangerous Dan hasn't risen yet. And the good old Cloudpeak has done us proud yet again. Bags of space in there. It's a great bit of kit. Right, we'll go and see if Dan's up and around, up and about. I don't know if he's awake yet. I haven't heard any murmurings or haven't had any messages from him. So we'll go and see if he's up and about. Actually, do you know what? I think I'm gonna have a coffee first. Great idea. Oh, lovely. Nice warm cuppa. Sounds like Dangerous Dan's making a move. Are you awake, mate? Oh, he's awake, he's rustling. Just looking down the farmers, just gathering his sheep down there. A few cars in the car park. Here's the main man. How was it?
Really good.
Nice comfortable sleep?
No.
Dan was sleeping on the most horrendous boulder, arguably worse than mine, I think. Rough?
No. No, I'm good. My back's in better days, I think.
Oh, wait. The Bobcat 1, I rant and rave about. I think it's a fantastic bit of kit, considering I paid £35 for it. I think at the minute, Go Outdoors, I retail them at 100. But every now and again they do flash sales, so keep your eyes peeled. For the sake of, actually even for 100 quid, I think it's a great tent. I'm considering taking it on the West Highland Way. But it doesn't sound like Dan's a fan of it, but I think that's more to do with the actual sleeping position in the rocks that he was under. Never mind, mate, never mind. Right, we'll get ourselves up and get ourselves packed away before the farmer starts to think about getting his quad up here. Not that I think he will. And also, we've got a break in the rain here at the minute, so if we can pack these away without them being wet, that's a good thing. Right, folks, we'll get these dropped. I'm going to finish my coffee and I'll say goodbye when we've got these levelled. Oh, fantastic. Well, folks, we've made it. The tents are down. Leave no trace, as always. Let's keep these beautiful places beautiful. The wind crept up. It made dropping the tents that little bit more difficult. Double D here is just finishing his off now. But thankfully, the rain's kept off. So ideally, we're going to get off this rock and get down back down to the car before it kicks in. It's been a fantastic night. As always, folks, just remember, you know, don't get caught up with all the doom and gloom on the TV and the radio and the newspapers and Facebook and all the rest of it. come out to these beautiful places and soak up a bit of prescription nature, as we always say. How we found it, Dan? Did you enjoy last night?
Yeah, it was good. Shame about the tent.
You weren't too keen on the bobcat?
Really poor in the tent.
No, he wasn't too keen on the bobcat. I must admit, I rave about it. I think it's class. Right, mate, let's head off, eh?
Get off this rock.
Good stuff. I'll probably leave you with me and Dan were up here one night after work, and we've got a beautiful sunset. I'm just going to leave you with some pictures, just so you can see how different this place is in beautiful weather. So on that note, folks, we'll catch you on the next Yonder Mountain Adventure. Bye for now.